at how things stand then. Spain beat Belgium 5-1 tonight, so England stay in second place and have to beat Spain in their final match on Tuesday to qualify for the Nations League semi-finals. As for Portugal, they remain in third. Their slim hopes of winning the group were well and truly extinguished tonight. Time now to get some England reaction. Hat-trick hero Aggie Beaver-Jones is with Beth Fisher.
Well, Aggie, first senior hat-trick for England at Wembley. Is it a silly question to ask how you're feeling?
Yeah, I'm absolutely shattered at first, honestly. I think coming into this today, obviously after a busy season, and yeah, obviously I got told I was starting and I just wanted to help the team as much as I can, but yeah, I'm absolutely delighted right now.
You're only the third woman to score a hat-trick at Wembley. I saw you looking up to the crowd. Who were you looking at?
Yeah, I was trying to find my family. I don't actually know where they are. I'm trying to keep an eye out for them, but yeah, I just think obviously my friends are here as well, so it was just trying to look for any of them, but no, I'm absolutely delighted, and yeah, I can't quite believe it if I'm honest.
4 years ago, you were watching England win the Euros as a fan. Can you start believing that you're going to be on the plane to Switzerland?
Yeah, someone asked me a similar question this week, and I just said for me, I'm just focusing on the current and the now, and I believe everything else will fall into place. But as long as I'm giving the right people headaches and making Serena happy, then so be it. But yeah, I think it was a good team performance today as well. I think we were really clinical in the first half, and if I'm honest, I think the standard dropped a little bit in the second, and we're looking to improve that, so we're ready for the Euros.
Very serious, but you scored a hat-trick at Wembley. I saw you with the ball earlier. Where is it now?
Yeah, Neve decked me on the floor straight away. She's obviously one of my best mates and was already taking the mick out of me. But no, I think it's gone round. I think I'm getting the girls to sign it because obviously it's such a special day. And yeah, I can't wait to go see my family, if I'm honest.
Well, congratulations, Aggie.
Thank you very much, appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, what a special night for Aggie Beaver-Jones. I hope she puts that hat-trick ball somewhere safe. A really, really memorable night for her. Anita Santi and Vicky Lasada are still with me. I mean, Anita, everything Aggie Beaver-Jones touches at the moment seems to turn to goals.
Yeah, absolutely, Katie. You know, she's such a humble player, but she's young. She wants to get on that plane, and she needed to put in a display today to give Serena that headache. And I think she certainly did that, especially in the first half, with just being clinical, getting herself into the right areas of the box and taking her chances.
Let's take a look at the 3 goals, shall we? Vicky, this is the opener, and she got England off to the perfect start.
Yeah, you know, I think she's a player that moves really well near the box, and I think the press at the start of the game from England was spot on. And these are strikers. They have one chance, they score. She definitely had 3. She scored, she took her chance. I think it's a fantastic night for Aggie Beaver-Jones. We see on the right side also again, she gets behind the back of the defender loses her completely, and it's an easy head in. I think it's a frustrating night for Portugal, but you still have to be there and score 3 goals. It's not easy.
Yeah, you've seen all different types of movement from Aggie Beaver-Jones. You've seen her stretch the back line as she did there with the channel run. You've seen her be alive and assertive when they've won the ball back in turnovers to then find their opportunity and find the target on goal. And that's what you need from strikers, is that they're always ready to get into the next action and get their team into attack.
Do you think Aggie Beaver-Jones has actually put pressure on Alessia Russo, Vicky?
I mean, you know, she scored a hat-trick, and this is football. You take your chances, but I think for them probably be positive to have everyone with confidence. I think a big tournament, you're never going to win, or you're never going to get forward with 12, 13 players. I think they need the 20 players ready, and I think it's a great night for her to be more confident and to really believe that she can make an impact in the summer.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what you want. You want a squad full of confidence, posing those decisions and problems for Serena when it comes to selection and adapting the team. But every single player is going to be needed to get to those knockout phases in a tournament.
It was great to see some big players coming about. We saw Georgia Stanway, Lauren Hemp, and also Alex Greenwood, who was back with a bang and helped set up Chloe Kelly's goal, Vicky.
Yeah, you know, I think Alex Greenwood has one of the best left foot in women's football. I think she's had a really tough time, and today probably she's so happy to be back on the pitch. And I think it's a great run from Chloe Kelly. Again, I keep saying that we've seen tonight a Portugal, very poor Portugal. In the World Cup, they were very compact, very strong, and I think England is going to face way more difficult teams.
Anita, that was actually Chloe Kelly's first goal since the 2023 World Cup, and she's playing with such confidence, especially since the move to Arsenal.
Yeah, well, we've seen the impact she's had at Arsenal, and she's full of confidence. Chloe Kelly is at her best when she can go at players 1v1, dribble, cause problems, find herself in the box and not only assist but score goals, and it was great to see her get on the score sheet today.
It was also wonderful to see another player, Lauren Hem, and she just reminded us, Vicky, didn't she, that she's the one player that England really just can't do without.
She makes the difference, you know, because she's one of the best players on 1v1s, because she engages with players. That means the opponents need support, help, then she engages. She's able to take 2-3 players. That means there'll be players free in the box. You can see 2 Portuguese players against 3 English players, and she really makes an impact, makes the difference.
And Vicky, she's the kind of player that I would hate to play against because she's got the fear factor. Do you get tight to a player like Hemp when you know she's quick, she can roll you, spin you, but she can also exploit space and behind. She can invert, make those central runs and become like a striker and stretch teams, and that's the thing. She causes all sorts of problems for opposition players and challenges their decision making. Here again, she's ready to press, be front-footed, try and force a turnover and make defenders make mistakes, and it gives England advantages to win the ball high up the pitch, maybe get set pieces, corners, free kicks, because she just engages defenders, wants to get in the box, and the quality of her deliveries into the box as well. Forward players they just trust that she's going to find them.
It was like Lauren Hem had never been away. I mean, I just enjoyed watching her tonight.
I was going to say, if you can see her at this level, I can't believe in 1 month she's going to be even better, yeah.
Who else impressed you, Anita?
Yeah, I think there was a number of good performances. I think the defence didn't have very much to do in terms of, Leah Williamson and the back line in general. But they were solid, they were consistent, they limited Portugal's chances. But Beth Mead, I think she's living off the high of Champions League win, and I thought she was really good on the right wing to just engage players and find quality deliveries into the box.
Yeah, so England have a spring in their step after thumping Portugal 6-0, and we will be hearing from the England manager Serena Wiegman. Don't go anywhere after a memorable night for England, beating Portugal 6-0 here at Wembley. So a clinical and impressive night for England as they beat Portugal 6-0 to give them a boost heading into Spain on Tuesday, their penultimate Nations League game. And delighted to be joined by England manager Serena Wiegman alongside Vicky and Anita. I mean, Serena, after such a tough week, how much do you need a performance like that tonight?
Yeah, of course, that's what we wanted. You go back to business and you want to show on the pitch. It's an important game. We want to do well in the Nations League. We want to keep in the running that we can win it. So then we needed a win. And it's really good to see the team showing up like this.
They certainly did show up. 6-0, clean sheet. I mean, it couldn't have gone much better, could it?
Well, there's always things to improve, of course.
I knew you were going to say that.
But it's, but it's a good score. And of course, we started really well. They played in a shape, but after the 3-0, they changed it another shape. We adapted really well. We really wanted to defend front-footed, while they have a lot of pace up front, and I think we did that really well. And the second half, they dropped very deep and played even 5-4-1, so the spaces became smaller for us. And then I think the goal we scored was really good, but it was harder to find the space.
Serena, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
How happy are you to see players returning like Lauren Hem, Greenwood, Stanway? Has it surprised you at how sharp they've looked?
No, because I know how hard they've worked and how much they've done to come back. And of course, it's a step up, and it's very good that we could build them now. Of course, it is Nations League, you want to win, and at the same time, you're in preparation for the Euros, so they need meaningful minutes. And but of course, you have to make decisions to win. But when the team does so well, and you score so much, then it's easier to sub than when it's tight, and then you really sub to win. That wouldn't mean that I wouldn't have brought them on because they're ready to play anyway. But it's just really nice, yeah.
It was also noticeable how aggressive the high press was from your team.
Yeah.
Is that something you're looking ahead to going into the Spain game as well?
Yeah, well, we have to discuss that. The last, of course, when we played Spain here, we dropped a little deeper. And we're now going to review this, and then we're going to make final decisions. You know, Spain is so tight on the ball, and they're so smart. So you have to do that really well. And yeah, we have not made that final decision yet, but I'm really happy how the team did today.
Yeah, for me, congratulations.
Yeah, for you, Spanish.
Well. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
Don't tell them what we're going to do.
Won't be friends on Tuesday.
I think it's like TV, so I'm on your side. No, for me, I really like what you say about the first half, and thinking about this England team that high demands, I guess. What could you want from your team? Maybe the last 20, 30 minutes, perhaps moving the ball quicker, losing less balls in midfielder, making better decisions in the box.
Yeah.
You really want your team probably to get more fluid to these Euros.
Yeah, so what happened, of course, they dropped deeper. They really wanted to prevent goals. So then you still need the runs in behind. Then you need to keep the ball moving quick. You need to be really tight on the ball. So, of course, you can play in the pockets, but the pockets were really small. And then straight away you need someone to release the ball. And sometimes we didn't have that. So and when you become sloppy, then they can go in the counter-attack. So that's not what you want, of course. So that's the only thing that I thought we could do that better. Even knowing that 6-0 is very good.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a special night for lots of players. Aggie Beaver-Jones, Lauren Hemp and all of that. But we must let you go. You're a busy lady, and I will see you on Tuesday in Barcelona, which I can't wait for.
Tuesday.
Thank you so much. Well done tonight, and I'll see you on Tuesday.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tuesday.
Thank you. So, Anita, I mean, let's talk about Aggie Beaver-Jones, shall we? I mean, she really, really played such a good game tonight.
Absolutely. You know, she had an opportunity to start today, and she took it. And that's what you want to see. Young players thrive in these moments, look like they've never not played started in these big games at Wembley, and shine. And she absolutely did that. She was full of energy. She was running in beyond. She wanted to connect. She wanted to make things happen in attack.
Yeah, this is a moment for her that she has to take with confidence, because she's definitely asking questions to Serena for the next game. You know, you have a player that has scored a hat-trick, and this is football. Football changes so quick, and it's interesting to see how players are performing really well.
Well, let's get more England reaction, shall we? Chloe Kelly, one of the goal scorers tonight, is with Beth Fisher.
Well, Chloe, an England goal at Wembley, the first since the 2023 World Cup, tops off quite the week for you.
Yeah, amazing week, amazing night at Wembley with our fans, and a great team performance. All the girls are on fire tonight.
Yeah, how did it feel watching in the stands in that, that first 30 minutes with Aggie scoring that hat-trick?
Oh, she's unbelievable. Me and Lotta were sat together and we said, Aggie's going to get free here, and she did just that. She's on fire at the minute, and hopefully she can keep going and keep moving forward into the summer.
Yeah, how does it feel for you as well? You know, in January it was a completely different story, and you're flying now.
Yeah, of course. I'm very grateful, and I keep moving forward, keep trying to learn as much as I can and take a lot of info on board and keep progressing.
Yeah, listen, 4 years ago you were scoring the winning goal here, making history with England. 5 weeks to go to the next Euros. Can England make history again?
We want to keep improving as the weeks go on. We know that we're nearing the tournament now, and we showed tonight a great team performance, but we go again, we rest, we recover, and we go again Tuesday against Spain.
Yeah, and someone who was a big part of those 4 years was Mary Earps. Obviously, she retired this week. Are your thoughts really on her as an England player?
Yeah, unbelievable. What she did in an England shirt is absolutely incredible. She paved the way for so many goalkeepers and the future generations of goalkeepers. So gutted that she's retiring, but I wish her all the best for the future, and hopefully we see her a lot as well.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, just so good to see Chloe Kelly smiling, back at Arsenal, Champions League winner. She's really turned her season around. But for England, she scored the goal that got England and became European champions. So how pleased are you for Chloe Kelly just to be hitting the form at the right time?
Yeah, I'm really pleased for her, because we know she's had a difficult time, obviously transitioning from Man City. She outwardly put that, she wasn't in a great place, and it was affecting her football and her love of the game. So to see her back at Arsenal, thriving, full of confidence, translating that here into the England environment and showing that through her performances, exactly where you want your players to be going into a major tournament.
As for England, how much can they actually learn from a game like this? They have Spain on Tuesday, but the opposition for Portugal, wasn't the biggest test, especially with the Euros on the horizon.
No, I think we all agree it wasn't the best test for them, especially with high demands for this team. Well, I think it was a perfect scenario for some players getting back to get confidence. We've already talked about her, Aggie getting a hat trick. We've seen Stan way back on the pitch. I think it's really good for them. But next Tuesday is a different story. I think Serena said that Spain keeps the ball really well. They still have to think about the game, but that is like a European final, and it'll be interesting also to see how Spain is going to play after losing in England.
Okay, so big game against Spain on Tuesday, all to play for.
Absolutely. I think England obviously want to try and get the top spot, so they're going to be seeking to try and get a win. But, you know, it's always important to get momentum and confidence in the team and a good performance going into what will be a much tougher game, a much tougher tactical game as well. And they'll want to be able to be more consistent throughout a whole 90 minutes.
Anita, Vicky, thank you so much. Then don't forget, England take on Spain next Tuesday. We're on air at 5:30 on ITV1 and STV. The Lionesses are back in action. They're on a roll. It's all eyes on Spain on Tuesday to see who wins the Nations League. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you then.